Good day to everybody out there to see thy wealth, water your health, drink a glass of water. And how are you guys today? If I could get you guys to hit that like video, also share the video, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. As you can see, it's a very good Sunday here. The sun is shining today. It's going to be supposed to be raining today, but we have some sun, which we know we get our energy from the sun because we're on solar. Which is an incredible thing because that means we don't have an electrical bill and we don't have to tap into the grid. We had a permaculture designer come in here Thursday to give us some consultation on, how we should design or some design ideas based on his perspective and his experience from having 20 plus years in the game. And from what I've been watching, he's been saying of a lot of, he just pretty much gave me up close and personal information on what I've been watching and a lot more information that I didn't see. As you guys can see back here, this is all mangoes. This whole section here, all of this is mangoes. So it's about 50 mango trees. And it's a lot deeper than you can actually see, because it's not, even to me, like looking from here, when I walked through there yesterday, it's just like, wow, you can walk. It's so much to walk through, even with it cut. I mean, it's cut now, and they cut it yesterday with the weed whacker and went through. But he basically said we should get rid of over half of these trees. He said 80%. And it's funny because I think I said 75% on camera. I don't know. Y'all let me know if y'all watched the video. I think I said 75%. I said a lot of them. We was going to cut a lot of them, but either way, I'm really going to probably cut more than, I'm probably going to keep all of the ones up that's bordering the property, just so we can keep that layer of, I like privacy. And then from all inside, we're going to cut every one of them. All because, basically they're all grafted as well. I don't really care for grafted mangoes. And we also have a few grafted ones up front. So all of these over here, we're going to get rid of. I'm going to get rid of every mango tree here. We're going to keep the Cahoon palms and the few San Juan, which is a good tree for wood production and for framing. So all of those mangoes are gone. Getting rid of all of them. Probably within the next 6 to 9 months. That's not the focus right now. The focus right now will be getting rid of the underbrush. And after his consultation, after you consult with people, they usually try to upsell you on other things, which is okay. I don't mind. But his next thing was, I can bring my guys in for 5 or 6 days. We can clear the underbrush and we can start to plant fruit trees if you would like. However many fruit trees you want to purchase, we can plant them for you. I mean, that's a one-stop shop thing if you want to do that. Permaculture style. Or, my guy who's been pretty much doing everything, he has a team as well. No, so what I did, I told him, provide me a quote on what it would take for you to bring in your guys for 5 or 6 days, clear as much underbrush as you can, and then for me to plant, 200 to 300 trees, because I would like to get about 200 to 300 trees planted, like coconuts, mangoes, papayas, avocado, and several other, walnut, Brazil nut, whatever we can plant that is going to make it here, and that I like, most importantly. So he offered that as an option. But I'm waiting on what it's going to cost for something like that. I mean, if it makes sense to do something like that, for sure. Why not? And then I can just learn, get a quick couple hundred trees planted, and then I will learn and move and maneuver through that after that. But once he gives me a price, and if it's in my budget, if it doesn't make sense for me to do as much as they're telling, then let's just say it comes out to be $8,000. And if I don't have $8,000 in my budget, I might say, you know what, we'll do half of that and we'll do 4. And let me see what you produce based off of that 4. maybe something like that. But then you got my other guy. I'm just giving you an idea of where I would go at with it, because I like the idea of them coming through, clearing a lot of the underbrush. I like that. But then we got my other guy, Byron, who, they've provided a lot of services here for me so far in regards to my well, my cistern, all my piping underneath, clearing my driveway and all that stuff. He has a team as well, but he has a lot more business going on. He doesn't focus on this, but he does have the team. And I'm waiting on a quote from them as well. I'm not saying whoever has the better quote, because I do understand that with Byron comes ongoing, continuing support if something doesn't go right. He's not, and then with this other guy, I don't know that. He could come here, get his money, finish the job. And since he lives so far away, I can't really depend on him to, you know what I'm saying? So these are things that come into play when these are nuances that you don't see when it comes to negotiations and picking certain people over other individuals. Now, I can still retain him for his consulting, where he can come in and say, hey, this is where I think is best to start at based on the canopy that you already have, the structure that's already here. I come back and show them how to plant the right way, or, I could use them for that manner, or just use them. Utilize their experience and their expertise and their skills, and let them just do what they do. But I think it would be wise to use someone that's already done that and come to watch them and oversee them, and I pay for his services that way. You know what I'm saying? Or I could do all this shit myself, planish tree for tree with my guy who's working alongside of me, my help, my partner with this. I don't even like to call him help because it just sounds so demeaning. So my partner, work this shit tree for tree, we plant it. Maybe hire another person for a strong. The underbrush is a different beast. We get someone to do the underbrush, but when it comes to the plant, or we do the underbrush ourselves. We got the equipment, we got the chainsaw, we got the weed whacker. We could do all of it ourselves. We have nothing but time, right? We have nothing but time. But I'd like to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. Also, if you could, like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. We have nothing but time for me to sit here and learn and plant tree for tree for tree. Trust me, this is what it could be. Or we can say, you know what? We don't want to do that, right? We don't want to do it that way. We can bring in someone, do a little bit of the work, and they don't do all of it. We pay them for a couple acres or whatever the amount that they get finished, have them plant some trees, and then we come in and we do the maintenance, right? Or we have them do all of it, and then we come in and do the maintenance. But everything is dependent on the budget. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Me personally, I want to do a mixture of them doing some of it, maybe all of the underbrush, but them doing some of the planting. And then I come in, I just take care and maintain the fruit trees. I handle the garden from top to bottom. And then I plant more fruit trees as I go on. That way I'm getting the experience, right? Instead of them doing everything and planting all the fruit trees, and I get no experience, I get to see nothing. I don't want to say get to see nothing, but the hands-on thing. So I'm thinking a mixture of both. I'm thinking I want to do a mixture of both so I can get the experience as well as already have some done. So that way by next year, 2-3 years from now, we can start to get some production of some of these trees, right? As opposed to everything from seed. Because that's where I'm going with it next. A lot of things I'm going to do from seed myself, so I know exactly what I'm getting. So some of them, a couple hundred plants, like, for instance, I don't want to do a lot of I don't want to do any grafted. And from what he was telling me, the permaculture guy, Alan, he said they usually don't graft the palms. So with the coconuts, they're really not grafting. The acai berry plant, which is a palm, they're not, grafting. and, I guess whatever other palm, they're not grafting. So I'm not going to be worried about them. The mango, the avocados, things like that, those are things that I have to worry about. Those are things that I really would probably I like to grow from seed. And being able to grow from seed is also an added skill that you can add to, it's something to be said about being able to grow something from seed as opposed to it already coming here and you putting it in the ground, and being able to pick that perfect location, being able to drop that seed at the perfect depth and cover it up the right way. That's something to be learned, and, being able to start a nursery or something that way. You just never know, so yeah, we're going to get rid of, and let me know what y'all think about me moving all of these mango trees, because the mango trees, they stop probably a little bit down there, or not probably, they stop a little bit further that way, and they stop a little bit further that way, and it's just a big, we're going to get rid of every last one of these mango trees, except for the ones that are bordering the property, every other one, because they're still too close bordering the property. I like the canopy, and I like just that whole forest thing. It just looks so beautiful. It looks great, but that just opens up another spot for us to plant a lot of trees, and then that probably should do a video down there. But I'm okay from up here right now, But yes, this is incredible. And then we got the guys started up front to, take care of the fruit trees that are already up there, because that's important. We want to get those producing. And then these coconut trees right here on the side, like, we could probably get coconuts on them in several months, because we're going to cut trees that surround them so the sun can get that, because the sun is the only reason. Them not getting any sun, the coconut trees, is the only reason why they're not producing right now. So we want to get those to produce. And once they start producing, we're going to get some food, which is going to be great. Right? So yes, let me know what y'all think about me getting rid of all these mango trees out here. And what y'all think about what I'm talking about when it comes to the permaculture and having someone coming and do all of it, do half of it, or do none of it. I do have the budget for some of it. I know that's probably a thing. Well, if you have the budget, why not do it all? But I don't want to do it all. Like I said, I want to get some of the experience. So if I have the budget to even get half of it done, then I would do that. Or even a third of it, or a quarter. Whatever I can afford to get done, I'm going to get that done when it comes to the planting, right? Anyhow, thank you guys for tapping in. We are off-grid, completely off-grid. So, I'm enjoying the journey, man. Thank y'all. This is See Thy Wealth, Water Your Health. Drink a glass of water.